Hey everybody, Zero here, and right now it's Wednesday, and I have the day off from work, so I'm gonna do a bunch of stuff today. But I just got done going over all like the news articles and stuff from E3. I watched the live conferences for Microsoft, then Sony, and then Nintendo, which were on Monday and then Tuesday morning. Um, if you guys haven't, been keeping up with the news or anything. Basically, Microsoft's press conference sucked, and I'm not just saying that because I'm not really a big fan of the Xbox. It really did just suck. They focused the entire thing on the Kinect, which obviously not everybody cares about. So pretty much everything was like motion controlled, and they showed off like little kid games like Sesame Street and like this Disney game where like little kids fly around, and it was just really really lame. There was like a Halo 4 teaser at like the very end of it for like the last 30 seconds, but other than that, like it was a really really sad E3 for Microsoft this year. They didn't announce anything new or exciting. No new system coming out. Not even hinted at for the future. No portable coming out. No new exclusive game or anything. Just that was it. So then let's see what was next. Sony did pretty well. They focused a little bit on like the Move, like they're adding Move controls to NBA 2K12 and a bunch of other games. They showed off a trailer for Sly Cooper 4, which is pretty sweet. What else? What else? What else? And then basically, after showing off some cool games that are coming out, they focused the rest of it on the PSP new system that's coming out, which was formerly called the NGP. Now they're calling it PS Vita. So it's kind of a weird name, but they're in the final stages now. The system should be coming out like this November, I think. It's pretty sweet. I mean, they showed off a lot of good games on it. They showed Uncharted. It's a new Uncharted. It's not a port of 1, 2, or 3 for the PS3. They showed Uncharted. They showed Little Big Planet, and just like a lot of really high quality, like Resistance games that people know and love, but they're like new versions of them. They're not just ports, which is nice. And the graphics on it are amazing, and the touchscreen controls, if you choose to use them, work really well, and it's really cool. And then the touchpad on the back you can use to, you know, uh, change the environments and stuff. Like in games like Mod Nation Racers, you can raise mountains into the track and stuff. So the biggest surprise though was that I'm announcing that the price for that was going to be $249.99, which is amazing because Sony systems are always like overpriced. Like the PS3 was $600 when it first came out. The PSP Go, which like wasn't even as good as the PSP 3000, was $250 when it came out. When like the regular PSP was like I don't know, like 150 or something. So it's just for once they actually are putting out a brand new, awesome portable that does a lot of stuff for $249, which is the same price that Nintendo's asking for the 3DS, which arguably does a lot less. So I'm obviously gonna have both because gotta play Uncharted on the Vita and gotta play the stuff Nintendo announced, which Nintendo's conference was last, and their two big things were 3DS games, which they showed off a lot of good stuff like Luigi's Mansion 2, Super Mario 3D, where you get the Tanuki suit again, Mario Kart, where you can now hang glide and go in a submarine, Star Fox, Kid Icarus Uprising, which is actually going to have 6-player multiplayer, um, and just a whole bunch of good, Nintendo stuff coming out for the 3DS. Really excited about that. And then the rest of their conference focused on the new system, which unfortunately they decided to call the Wii U. Which, like, if Wii wasn't bad enough, now their name sounds even more retarded. Um, so that's kind of sad, but at least the system does have really, really good graphics. They showed off, Ninja Gaiden 3, and they said that Assassin's Creed Revelations and Batman Arkham City are going to be coming out on this system. So a lot of like the recent games, the good games people are looking forward to, are going to come out on this Nintendo system. And then they showed off the controller, which is kind of like a tablet. It's got all the buttons, like the triggers and the D-pad and the joystick and all the stuff you would have on a controller, but they're all on the left and right sides. And in the center is a giant, like 6.2-inch touchscreen. which you can use to send data back and forth between the game. You can have the picture up on the screen of your TV, and then you can have like maps and inventory on the controller screen. Or if you turn off your TV, you can send the image from your TV to the controller so that you can go, in your room and finish playing the game without needing the TV, which is a pretty impressive thing. It's pretty cool. Plus, there's a lot of like touch screen features and things you can do to interact with the television from your controller. That's pretty neat. So it'll be interesting to see what they come up with that. They showed off like a very, very brief Zelda HD trailer. And they said that like Pikmin 3 is going to be coming, and there's a new Smash Brothers, and that's going to be on the new Wii U system, and it's also going to be on the 3DS, and they're going to be like, you're going to be able to interact and stuff. So that, obviously, it blew everybody away. Right now, obviously, all the games they're going to show are going to be kind of like gimmicky tech demos, but I can't wait to see what like the actual games look like in the end. And that's pretty much a rundown of E3 this year. So it definitely wasn't a terrible E3. It was a pretty good one. I liked Sony's conference. I liked Nintendo's conference a lot, except for the whole calling it Wii U thing. And the controller does look kind of weird, so it's going to take some getting used to. But in the meantime, we got a lot of stuff to look forward to. So until the next video, I will see you guys later.